Man, don't you be shy, bro. Be yourself.
Yeah, we on, man. Welcome
Already.
to the Waiver Warriors podcast. This year is it's Grado here with you.
And Coach here with you.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be going over the week three players to pick up off the waiver wire this week for you.
Yeah, man. But first, we're gonna hit you with hurt players of the week real quick.
A lot of injuries this week,
a
man. That
lot
shit
of
was horrible,
injuries.
man.
Crazy, man. Never seen nothing like this, man. You know, it's
Yeah,
all
man.
due to the no preseason and everything like that. But I didn't expect it to go down like this.
Yeah, it was dirty, man. I'll say, yeah, man. People were dropping like flies. Number one and the number two pick in fantasy also went down.
I'm gonna start it off with number one because I know you want to talk about your boy number two. So I'm gonna do it like that. First man, most important man probably went down was Saquon Barkley, running back, New York Giants. Boy just came back from an injury last year. You know, he was going hard. And
he got hurt to play before. He blew out his knee.
Yeah, man,
he went down. He got upended kind of. He landed on his arm. He thought he broke his arm. He was out for a play or two. Then the very next play, the next time he came in, he blew out his knee.
I didn't even know it went down like that.
So it was kind of it's like weird twist of fate right there, I think.
Yeah, man. So if you don't know who we're talking about, Saquon Barkley, he blew out his ACL, man. So he's out for the season. So that's the worst one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, you're in scramble mode now. Hopefully, you have a couple more running backs that you stashed away because you're losing your RB1 for the whole year. Hopefully, you have a couple backup plans, but if you don't, man, we'll try to get you right. We'll give you a couple players to target. But yeah, moving along to the next guy, McCaffrey, man, he was having a good game too. He had 2 touchdowns. He rolled up his ankle on that last touchdown play. I think he heard it before that play because I seen that he was kind of grimacing when he was running on that last play. So honestly, I think they say he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. I think he's going to be out probably about 3 weeks. So I don't want to worry about him too much. But again, hopefully you have some RB depth because you're going to need it. He's going to be out. He's going to be out a minimum 3 weeks, I feel. They're not going to rush him really, but McCaffrey is just one of those guys that he's going to try his damnedest to get back.
Yeah, the reports say 4 to 6 weeks, but he's saying 3 weeks just because he think, McCaffrey that dude, he think he got that dog in him, and he can try and get back on that field as soon as he
wants to be the best. He gonna try to, like he said already, man. He sees that as a challenge. So, he's gonna be trying to get back. He's gonna be working very hard to get back.
Straight up, man.
So yeah, moving along to the next guy,
Devontae Adams, wide receiver for Green Bay Packers, man. Boy got a hamstring injury, man. Boy did not return to the game. He's that hurts, man.
Yeah, he's doubtful for week 3 as well. So I want to be really counting on him to play. Have a backup plan for him as well. So you need to kind of get yourself another receiver. But I don't see him being out too long. I think this is just going to be a 1 week thing. They're going to let him rest, come back healthy the next week. But yeah, that's another one that sucks. He's probably the second. He was probably the second receiver drafted. He's hurt.
Yeah, man. I had him on one of my scores. If you did have him, you can look on the waivers, and we highly recommend that you look for Marcus Valdez-Scantling and Alan Lazard. Aaron Rodgers was slinging that thing that first game. He was having, a damn good second game. I think this boy's going to bounce back. So you need one of those receivers because Aaron Rodgers is looking like prime Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, MVS is a big pickup. So is Lazard. The targets have to go somewhere. Rodgers is looking really good this year as well. So, but I think the big winner in this is going to be
Scanlon.
No, not Scanlon. Aaron Jones.
Oh, Aaron Jones. Okay.
Aaron Jones blew up last year when Devontae Adams was out the lineup. I think he's going to have another blow up week next week as well. So if you have him, be happy.
He had 168 rushing yards this
crazy.
Past weekend. So he old boy left the game, blown up like my brother said.
If you were drafting today, where would you draft him?
Aaron Jones.
If he had a draft tonight.
Knowing what he did already?
Yeah, just a draft tonight. What pick would he be?
he's first round for sure now. For sure.
He's top 3.
And I'm taking him. Yeah, because McCaffrey's gone right now. Saquon's gone for the year.
It's Zeke.
It's Zeke, him, and Henry or something, and Cook. And maybe Kamara. But I would probably take him over Kamara right now.
Kamara, him, and Zeke.
If I had to include just these 2 weeks, man, I mean,
it's them three, man. That's the big three now.
Right,
so I mean, if everyone one of them three, be happy.
100%, man.
You made it through the week.
Yeah, man.
Another guy that got hurt was Jimmy G. He has the same thing as CMC, so he's gonna be out probably a couple weeks. He has a high ankle sprain as well, so expect him. He might not play this week because they have a really, really weak matchup. They're playing the who they playing again? I think they're playing the Jets. The Jets or the Giants. They're in MetLife.
I want to say the Giants.
I think they're playing the Giants too, so I don't see them rushing him back. Plus I heard that Field was like in really bad condition. So man, like I think they're going to just hold him out because they had so many complaints. They're playing the Giants. Yeah, so they had so many complaints about that Field. So I think George Kittle's going to be out this week. They're not going to rush back anybody just because they had
they have a championship caliber team.
That championship caliber team. They played there last week and they had their entire team get hurt because they played the Jets last week. So, but they're staying there. And they're just going to play the Giants next.
Yeah, that's just a wrap. Like that's just like proven. Like whatever is going on, like it got to be changed. You just lost your whole squad. Like
exactly.
Bosa gone for the year, I believe.
Bosa gone. Solomon Thomas is gone. Those are 2 first-round picks on their D-line. D Ford is gone as well. So they have 3 starters on that defensive line that are gone. So that's going to be a much different defense. That run defense is not going to be nearly as strong as it once was. Probably, man, it'd be hard to make the playoffs too, to be honest with me. To be honest with you. I think they're going to be in scramble mode this whole year.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, it's going to be a tough break for them, man.
Moving along on the list. Same team. Running back, the good man, Raheem Mostert. I had him, so this one really hurt. Boy got a sprained MCL. He's going to be out multiple weeks. Mostert was getting in before he went down. I thought it was a glitch on the system because last week he had like an 80-yard touchdown. And then when I seen the 80-yard touchdown against the older system, like somebody updated or something.
Jets is just laying it down, man. That's all they doing, man.
Yeah, the Jets is done. If you have a Jet, like I don't
Jets
know why.
Jets are laying it down, boy.
You don't need to own no, especially with Le'Veon Bell or IR. You don't need no Jet. I can't think of no Jet that you need. So I'm saying that, but if you have Raheem Mostert, we got a couple waiver wire heroes for you to check out, later in the show. But yeah, I'll be looking for
a deep sleeper for you too, man.
Yes, sir. Real deep.
Deep sleeper.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Mostert, man, he was balling, man. He was off to a great start this year, man. This MCL sprain is it sucks. He's probably gonna be out 2 weeks. I don't see them rushing him back because they want to try to make the playoffs and all that. But it's just a tough loss for him. Also, Tevin Coleman got hurt too. He has a sprained knee. He's going to be out a couple weeks. So they lost their 1 and their 2 running back in this game. And they run the ball a lot. So there's going to be a lot of carries to go to these other players that we're going to talk about here in a minute. Also the Rams, man. Cam Akers got hurt. Malcolm Brown got hurt. That was the 1 and 2. So you got the third string running back in there now. So that's a lot of injuries, man.
Yeah, man.
Andrew Luck is going to be out 2 to 6 weeks. I think he's going to be out probably a month. They're not going to rush him back. Cortland Sutton, he's
same
gone.
Team.
Same team again. Cortland Sutton gone for the year. He just came back from his shoulder injury. Damn, I'll be stuttering. But yeah,
you do how you do.
Yeah, And then Paris Campbell, man, I picked him up and I had to start this man in one of my leagues. I was actually playing you this week.
Did he get you any money for he left?
He got me. No, he didn't give me shit. He got a 0 and bounced. Peace out, Paris, man. But yeah, he's done for the year as well. And then Brashad Perriman, he's going to be out as well. High ankle sprain. Another Jet just dropped his ass. Jets are not worth having. None of them.
No Jet, man.
And then Will Fuller. This cost me a week. Will Fuller got hurt in the second quarter. He tried to come back in the third, and then he just disappeared. He was never to be seen again.
Boy, had that hamstring injury, man. Will Fuller, he has a high ceiling, every year, but he's just extremely injury prone, man. It sucks for Will Fuller. I feel bad for him. Hope he gets a speedy recovery. But yeah, for your fantasy lineup, trying to have a couple of people, help you bounce back in that spot, man.
Will Fuller is my third receiver, but I had to start him this week. I had Godwin and I had A.J. Brown out, so I had to go on and, he had to play. It was a horrible matchup. Most of the time, if everybody was healthy, he would have been on my bench, but I had to play him.
Yeah,
just because I had those injuries, and we got even more of them now. So
yeah, man. So we got a little segment of this show today. It's called Wait or Cut Bait. That means you waiting on these boys and keeping them on your bench. We about to cut these motherfuckers to the motherfucking waivers.
Yeah.
So, first man, I'll let you do that. The honors right there.
Carson Wentz. I'm not going to play him, but I'm going to keep him. I think they have the talent to turn it around. Plus, they're missing a couple pieces. He cost me a week last week. Him and Will Fuller cost me a week. And I had Aaron Jones on my team, too, so that's really hard to do. So yeah, it kind of sucked, man. But anyway, Carson Wentz, do not play him until further notice, but I wouldn't cut him. How about you?
No, I wouldn't cut him. He's a top 12 quarterback when he's good. He was a top 10 quarterback last year, stat-wise.
Mm-hmm.
He brought the Eagles back, to get into the playoffs, man. Like, he was out there balling with nobody. So, once again, he has nobodies. And, like, I would give him a shot, Like, quarterbacks.
You got to find a streamer, though.
Yeah, you need something for him right now.
Yeah.
So, moving along. Next man on the list, Dallas Goedert, tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. He balled out last week. This week he didn't do a motherfucking thing. I had him on my squad.
He had like 7 plus targets though. He had targets, but he just didn't convert them. This is another guy I would hold unless you have another good tight end. Like say you got Higbee or somebody. I would go in and cut him now because Higbee's not going to be involved. If you have Fant, something like that, and
like
you had
a solid starting RB, tight end one.
If you have a solid starting tight end one, drop him. If you don't, I would hold on to him for another week because he is heavily involved. He is a part of this offense. It's just, he's going to have those weeks where he's good.
He has a very high ceiling. I just want to drop him tight end.
He has a very low ceiling, too. That shit can be anywhere.
It can drop. The top can drop, man.
I don't know. How about Tony Pollard? You keeping him on your team?
No.
Yeah, it's about time for him to go. That's Zeke's backfield. Zeke is probably not going to get hurt this year. I hope he don't, knock on wood, but you never know. If that was the case, he's automatically a top 20 play every week. But if you have the bench room and if you have Zeke, hold him. But if you don't, just cut him.
Yeah, man.
Bryce Love.
You got love for Love?
If I was in a dynasty league and I had a deep bench, but other than that, I'm cutting them. I think they're going to take their time with him. He was really good in college. He had that horrible knee injury. We'll just have to see. But if you have a shallow bench, he's on waivers already mostly. I would just hold on to him if you have a room for him. But other than that, cut him. How about your boy, Gallup? Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup, man. Hey, bro.
He's had 3 catches for 50 yards. Last week he had 2 catches for 58.
Look here, man. I got to keep Michael Gallup. I took him too high just to drop him. You know what I'm saying? It's a high-powered offense. Even though
I cut Parker, man.
You cut Parker because you had to cut Parker.
Man,
you could have kept
no
Parker.
Reds, man. No, he got a touchdown last week. I still don't care, man.
That boy's highly injury prone. I give him that.
I don't want to deal with that.
Michael Gallup, he ain't really dealing with that. And yeah, last couple
He's
weeks.
a number 3 now, though.
Hey, it ain't been this couple weeks, man. But like, he's in a high-powered offense. He can pop. You got him high. You can't just drop him. If you want to trade him, you can try your thing. But I would try.
That's what I would try to do with him. Try to get like a 2-for-1.
Wait for him to have a good-ass week and then trade him. If you want to try some shit like that. But I would definitely not drop no damn Michael Gallup. Like, don't do that.
If I was hurting that running back, I would probably drop him.
Oh.
If I was hurting, like, if I got banged up this week,
Like you had Saquon in the first, McCaffrey.
Saquon
now
or
you
McCaffrey.
probably got your best is Gurley.
Whew.
Then
your best is Gurley. You ain't winning.
Then it's time to like let Gallup do
You
his
seen
thing
all
for
those
RB.
touches, man? Gurley was out there.
Ran into a wall.
They got all them points out there, but he couldn't get no points, man. That boy couldn't get no action out there on that field, man. Gurley is, man, he looking like a plotter, man. I hate to say it, but yeah, he's a plotter, man. That's why he got cut. That's why the Rams cut bait, man. You got to give it to the Rams, man. They paying all their guys, but they see you don't got it because they seen Gurley can't be the guy to be that three down workhorse no more. You know, we're seeing it now in Atlanta, man. He's not even getting the like goal line touches, man. That's the touches you want. He's not even getting that. Matt Ryan is throwing the ball 60 times a game, and he's not even getting no targets either. Like he's like a running back 3 with touchdown upside now from here on out.
Well, you ain't saying nothing wrong right there.
That's pretty much what he is, man. But yeah, I just had to.
That boy went hard on Michael Gallup. Anyway,
not
Michael Gallup. Top Gurley, that came out of nowhere. I use that
Gurley
example. You just,
Yeah, man.
So next man on the list, the good man, Malcolm Brown, running back for the Rams, team you was talking about. How you feeling about him?
I was never really high on him to begin with. I always thought he was going to fade away pretty quickly, and it's already happened. So I'll probably cut him if I had him.
I got you. I got him on a couple squads. He did good for 1 week. I was hoping he'd do something.
You know what happened last year? He had a good 1 week too.
Hey.
He had a good week 1, then he bounced. That's pretty much what, man. Like he's on par with what he does, man.
Hey, he consistent with it.
Main thing, one of the biggest things in fantasy, you gotta know when to cut these guys. You gotta know when to do it, man. It's like a Band-Aid. You just gotta rip it off sometimes. Some Band-Aids hurt more than others.
Yeah, man.
Like the Gallup Band-Aid, that would probably hurt. It hurts to cut. But yeah,
I'm saying it's week 2, and you don't want Michael Gallup to have like a good 8-week stretch, and you just gave him to the Wolves for free.
Before I seen CeeDee Lamb play, I would say yes. But CeeDee Lamb was
cold. I got him on a couple teams.
CeeDee Lamb is that guy. I bet you the Eagles are very mad that the Cowboys drafted them because that CeeDee Lamb would solve so many problems the Eagles are having right now.
Ooh.
He would solve a lot because, man, they were drafting next. It's the Cowboys pick. They picked up, and then the Eagles had the very next pick. So the Eagles were forced to get Jalen Reagor. He's looking good himself, but CeeDee Lamb is like going to be like an all-pro. He's gonna be up there. He has special talent.
Move along to another receiver, man.
Sammy Watkins.
How you feeling about Sammy?
I'm cutting him.
You know what Sammy did last year? Because my other brother had him. Went off in the first week. And then
you could have got a lot for him.
You should have flipped him that first week, boy. You hit onto that boy all year. He knew nothing else all year. So, like that, Sammy Watkins.
His week 1, he probably had more points in week 1 than from week 2 to week 17 combined.
I put money on that.
He probably did, man. It's horrible. But yeah,
Sammy Watkins gotta go.
Boston Scott.
Boy had 4 attempts for 19 yards.
Unless Miles Sanders is back.
Busy.
He's back. You keeping him? Keeping him as a handcuff or?
I ain't got the room for it.
Yeah, I ain't got the room for it either. He gone. Benny Snell.
What Benny Snell did, man, let him know.
You got negative points.
How many?
Negative. I'm still keeping Benny, though. Because if Connor can get hurt any day. I love Connor as a player. He's really good. He had over 100 yards this week and a touchdown. But he can get hurt. He can get hurt in practice. And then I don't want to scramble and go pick up Benny Snell just because he has that injury history and people have been dropping like flies. So I would hold on to Benny for another couple weeks. I would drop these other guys, but I would hold on to Benny. And I wouldn't drop Gallup either. I'm just kind of talking shit, but I would keep Gallup and Benny. That's it. I would cut the others. How about you? Keeping them or cutting them?
I guess I ain't got no Connor money.
He's valuable.
He went out there and gave you like 100 something, and then he gave you negative. But like
you can't play him at all. He's just a person to throw on the bottom of your bench. It's just because
running backs are rare.
Yeah.
And like he balled out 1 week, so like you kind of got to ride on that potential. But if he don't show you nothing else, like he's cuttable if you need room. But he's a running back who went hard. Like he has the potential to go hard. if old boy is gone, if Connor's gone. So
Connor's out the picture.
He
the
is
guy.
valuable. So like So I will sit on it. Yeah. What about your next man?
Gronk cut him. Gronk said in preseason, "Do not draft me," and he's living to his words. So cut him.
In the last 2 games, he's had 2 receptions for 11 yards.
Catch a game. He's doing his thing.
What about the last man?
Zach Moss. I would keep him. I think his role's going to grow as the year progresses. How about you?
Yeah, man. Boy had 17 attempts for 48 yards, so they giving him a nice heavy workload.
I think he only had like 30% of the snaps this last week. He's gone down tremendously. Josh Allen is a much better passer, so I don't think they're going to lean on the run as much this year.
Josh Allen running them hoes in too.
Yeah, Josh Allen, he's wham. He's white Cam. Just what he's the new Cam Newton, man. He's just young, But yeah, other than that, man, I would keep him. If Zach Moss pops up on your waiver wire, go on and scoop him up if he got the room. I think he's going to have a strong second half. And I think he's going to get dropped in a lot of leagues this week just because of all the mayhem that happened. A lot of injuries happened, so people are going to have to make some cuts. Going to have to be some deep cuts, some cuts you don't want to make. But you're going to have to do it just because you got to hold, especially if you have a short bench and you got to hold on to some of these players. Forget about it, man. It's going to be a lot of action on that waiver this week.
Yes, Lord.
If you have a strong team, I would suggest don't even put in a waiver ad claim. Wait to see who gets dropped because somebody good is going to get dropped this year. If you have like no real big need, like man, if I don't need a running back right now, I would probably just wait. See who gets dropped.
If nobody's out there who's better than somebody you got, you just getting too antsy. Just hold what you got.
Le'Veon Bell might get cut. You never know, man. There's a lot of, he's out. He's on IR. I would stash Bell on my bench if he got cut.
Especially if you got an IR spot. They don't take up no money.
Exactly. But some people just want him gone. But yeah, moving along to the waiver section of the show. Who's your number one waiver pickup this week?
So, what we at? Let me get to the list.
It's at the top.
Boom. So, we had some Duke breaking news right when we were doing the show, but that's not who I'm gonna go with.
Not taking that season-long money?
I don't want to steal him from you because I know that's who you was crunk about.
Hey, do you think?
But God damn it.
It's who is your number one pickup? If you had the number one pickup this week.
No, I'm looking. I'm
trying to see.
Guys. Because I'm looking at this one man. He gonna be there for a few weeks and he gonna be gone if he do something. I'm looking for him. I understand the upside on him.
He had over 1,000 yards last year.
Are we about to go in on the same man?
No, because you're going to have your one guy. I'm going to say the next guy.
Damn. I don't want to take that nigga from you.
Just speak on it, man.
All right. I don't like this dude because he didn't let me down. But Devontae Freeman, dog. He's out there. He's a running back. He just got picked up today from the Giants, bro. Saquon Barkley's out for the year. The Giants need them a RB out there, like bad, like very bad. So, like, I'm not just a super Devontae Freeman fan at all, but he is in a perfect position where nobody is right there at the moment to take his job. If he can just perform,
that's what he's been waiting on.
Yeah, if he can, because he's always had like competition. He's always been like Coleman or somebody there, whatever team he's at, to try and take his job and make it a split backfield. Here, if Freeman, he's only like 28. If he can do his thing, man,
he's had time to get healthy too. That's the main thing. He was banged up. He was banged up last year. He had to add the groin injury or whatever it was. So he probably wasn't at full health all last year. I think he's going to have a much better year. With that being said, Saquon Barkley wasn't good behind this O-line, so I'm not expecting him to come in and just be the savior and, like, get them right. I'm expecting, like, RB3 numbers, but you're going to get volume, and that's what you want in fantasy. Volume is always king, like I always say.
If he gets you, man, I'm happy if that man give me 70 a week and fall into the end zone. Like or something like that. I'm happy with like that right there. That's what I'm expecting. You expecting
He
Saquon Barkley
he
numbers?
would. You're not gonna get
You tripping.
Saquon. You're not getting that at all. But you're gonna get a valuable player to have on your team. He'll be a good flex. He'll be a weekly flex.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there.
That's all you need, man. But
Who's
my
your
number one
one?
pickup this week would have to be.
You know you want to say his name right here. That's how you say it. That's his name.
It's gonna be Darrell Henderson.
Yes.
Darrell Henderson. Well, he may have a chance to run away with this job because the other two guys are hurt. Last week he had 12 attempts for 81 yards and a touchdown. He had 2 catches for 40 yards. If he shows that he can be the guy, they drafted him in the 3rd round last year. You know, Darrell Henderson, we're just following the Rams' backfield, because
Mike was hot last week. Now he gone.
Now he gone. So, this Akers has a rib injury. He may be out a while. If he's out a couple weeks, Darrell Henderson may just take this job from him, not look back. He showed that he can do it. So
hey, he on my waivers. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't know what number he is, but he there.
Especially if one of these guys gets taken out the picture, that opens up this backfield tremendously. But if I needed a running back for this week, I would go on to pick up Darrell Henderson. And also, he would be above Freeman just because I feel that Henderson can be an RB2. I don't think Freeman can be that. I think Freeman on his best day, he's a flex. I think
no matter what you do, he's
a flexing. Next guy on the list, I think this is probably just consensus. Be Mike Davis of the Panthers. He had 1 rushing yard, but he had 8 catches for 74 yards. He's gonna have a big role in this offense. Devontae Freeman is not in the picture now, so I think it's just gonna be Mike Davis. Also heard that Curtis Samuel, strangely enough, may also be taking backfield touches. He did play running back in college.
Oh God!
So watch out for that. I want to say add Curtis Samuel just yet, but if you have a deep league or a dynasty league or something, you may want to scoop him up. You never know. He's explosive when he has the ball in his hands. But Mike Davis, I think he's going to be a weekly flex. You can just flex him in there, be happy. Especially if you have McCaffrey and he's gone, just
he gonna do you right for like a month.
He's gonna get you right for a month and then cut him when McCaffrey comes back.
Or cut him when he high. Cut him when he high.
Trade him to the McCaffrey owner.
Boom.
You can do that real quick. Get a valuable piece like a good receiver.
Because you're gonna be bleeding. If you took McCaffrey, you bleeding that running back unless you just got Bliss. So he gonna
unless you got James Robinson. You picked up James Robinson off the street. You good. And I got McKinnon off the street.
Hey, I got McKinnon too, good brother.
Yeah, man. I have CMC in one league. I must admit it hurts, but I got Aaron Jones. I picked him up in the 2nd round. The last pick of the 2nd round, I got Aaron Jones. He may be a top. He's top 3 right now. So
I got Aaron Jones too, man.
So I got him. I got Kareem Hunt, James Robinson, and McKinnon. So I think I'm kind of good at run. It's gonna hold me over. So that's 4 starters I can plug in there, and get to rolling as he's gone.
I lost a lot of people in one league. Like I lost way more people than I should have. And yeah, Jerry McKinnon's in there for me, man. Like I got Jerry McKinnon like 2 weeks ago, just in case. Yeah, he in my flex. He might be my RB2 right now. It's looking bad on that league. But anyway,
RB2 of this week. He had 3 rushes for 77 yards. Again, the Jets just kind of, they gave it up.
Let it down.
They gave it up, man. They just dropped them draws, man, right there on the field.
No Vaseline on.
Hey, that's just how they get down, man. They're trying to get Gase out of there.
He needs to be gone.
Boys laying down.
Breaking up the team, man.
This is my sleeper of the week, though.
Uh-oh.
Jeff Wilson Jr. Last year, he had 2 touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns in 2 games. Week 2 and week 3. McKinnon is not a guy that can hold that can just take over the workload. They're going to be up in this game. I think Jeff Wilson can have like 100 yards, probably a touchdown or two. He's gonna get about 20 carries too. I feel.
So you super. Oh, between McKinnon and Wilson, who you taking?
I'm taking McKinnon, but McKinnon has the role for like the whole season. Once Mostert comes back, Jeff will be like phased out. But the 49ers did keep him. They did not put him on the practice squad. He was the fourth running back on their team. So man, they're feeling pretty high about him. He has pretty good game tape too, man. Like he shined in the Super Bowl a little bit as well. So I just think if you're playing if you're playing a daily fantasy, I think he'll be a sneaky play for you too this week. I think he's gonna get a touchdown. I'm pretty sure on it.
Yeah, man. I don't know if he's gonna get 100 or TD and all that, but
I think he may get that, man.
Man, is anybody from the O line hurt, or just all defense? And
it's all defense.
I put it like this: yeah, their quarterback is hurt, bro. So like one of these boys about to get fed. Can they do something with it? Is the question. And like
McKinnon wasn't even fed when he was a Viking. He was still getting like 15 touches a week. He was never just the guy, and that was pre-injury. So what makes you think this is first? It's week 3. It's first time being healthy.
McKinnon gets hurt though, and you got Jeff Wilson though. The boy's been dropping like flies. His RB's been dropping.
I think
then Jeff Wilson get that 102.
I think Wilson is going to get about 20 carries this week, and he's going to get 100 yards. McKinnon ain't that guy. McKinnon is a PPR guy. He's going to get about max. He's getting 15 rushes max.
Man, hey, I want Wilson to eat. I think he'll get money because it's only two. It's
going to be a split.
But
McKinnon
I hope he's right though. I hope he get that.
McKinnon is not going to come out after being out of the NFL for 2 years because of a knee injury. Week 3, they're going to give him a full workload. They're not going to do that.
I hear you on that.
Man, Shanahan's a smart coach. Man, they like this guy. He's going to get a bump in the work. But I truly feel Jeff Wilson or Hastings, one of these guys is going to get a tremendous workload on Sunday.
The moral of the story is you want you a San Fran running back.
If there's nobody out there on your waiver, and you just got you're bleeding for an RB, go on and get Jeff Wilson. Pop him into your lineup. I think he's gonna do solid for you.
Hey,
for this week. Once Mostert's back, drop him. But he's gonna be a good injury week fill-in if he had the roster space.
Already.
Now, I would even say he's probably might have a better week than McKinnon.
You never know.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, we'll see next week.
Yes, sir. Moving on to the next man. Good man, Jonnu Smith, tight end for the Titans. First week 1, boy had 36 yards and a TD. This week, he had 84 yards and 2 TDs. If you out there, and you need a tight end, he looks like a healthy part of this, receiving core.
Especially while AJ Brown is out, he's the number 2 receiver now. Man, he's been learning behind Delaney Walker his entire career. So, he's had a good teacher ahead of him. So I think he's going to emerge this year.
Yeah, man. It looks like he's doing it already. It's not too many, good tight ends at the moment.
Honestly, there is some good tight ends this year. There's a lot more good tight ends.
From your main thing. No, I take that back. You're right.
There's a lot of good tight ends this year.
I was thinking about good old Kittle. And then I was like, nah, don't be stuck on Kittle.
If you happen to corner the tight end market, you might have fucked yourself.
Yeah, man, we ain't talking about nobody.
You might have pulled.
One of our brothers, he got Kittle number 1. Then pick number 3 or 4, he got Mark Andrews. Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah.
He was thinking there was only going to be about 6 good tight ends this year.
But nah, man, I forgot. Waller balled out last night.
Waller is looking like number
Noah
2.
Font.
Got Hawk.
Yeah, man. Higbee
got 3
TDs. What the fuck off?
3 TDs for Higbee.
Yeah, man. So
won and lost me a week.
I was the man he beat. That was bullshit.
Yeah, straight ass. Nice.
He became through and whooped that ass.
Hurst balled out.
Hayden Hurst, yeah, man.
Gesicki balled out.
Gesicki had 130 yards this week, bro.
Saying there's a lot of
meat on the bone.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of players out there you can scoop up if you're hurting that tight end. They had Dallas Goedert last week. He went for over 100.
Yeah, man. So my bad about that. I was thinking about old Kittle, and I was thinking about all them injuries and everything. But like, nah, it's just Kittle right now.
There's still a lot of good tight ends, and we didn't even mention Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey, yeah, man.
And Zach Ertz. I'm saying, like, but if you need a good tight end, if you missed out on all those tight ends, and there's Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu, your boy, he about to change that squad.
Go on, pick up Jonnu, man. He will be scooped up this week, I promise you. So go and get him. Just get him on your team. Start him. He's start worthy as long as AJ Brown is out.
I think even when AJ come back, he still can get a little bit of work. Not as much.
They don't throw the ball that much, man. I think it's going to be a clear pecking order. It's going to be Brown, then Corey Davis, and then him. So like
Corey Davis did have one good game so far, so you never know.
Yeah, one good game, but they don't throw the ball that much, man. Tannehill probably throws the ball max 30 times, so break that up. It's not going to be a little bit, it's going to be a lot less targets.
I guess. Moving along. Your boy out of Atlanta, man.
Russell Gage, man. Atlanta's throwing the ball so damn much, they can support three receivers. Over the last 3 weeks, over the last 2 weeks, I should say, he has 21 targets already. He had a touchdown last week as well. He blew up week 1. You need a receiver, go on pick up Russell Gage, man. The Falcons are throwing the ball like crazy.
Last game, them boys, everybody's getting money. They lost the game, but Matty Ice getting boys money.
I would have fired that head coach that day. Man, there was a point when I was looking at the game, they had Julio Jones. He was like looking down at just looking like dumb face towards the coach. Like, are you serious? Like, this was before the kick happened. That ended the game for him, but it was like a couple plays before that. But yeah,
you talking about the head coach or the defensive coordinator?
Man, he had a dumb look on pointing at a coach. I saw like a glimpse of it, but it was funny as fuck. He was like he had that what the fuck face, towards the coach. I'm not sure who it was. I don't think it was the head coach, but
the defensive coordinator, they need to talk to him.
Man, the head coach is a defensive coach, and they have all these fucking problems. Shit don't make no sense, man. He's
not good at finishing games.
They blew the Super Bowl, and they blew this game. That's something you need to cut.
You're not good at finishing.
You got to finish, man. That's head coaching shit, man.
You got to manage that whole. All right, move along to the next game.
Nikhil Harry, man. This man here is showing up. 18 targets over the last 2 weeks.
Because of the boy Killer Cam.
Yeah, Killer Cam, man. Cam is back.
Yeah, man. So once again, it's we ain't got too many wide receivers on this list, but Nikhil Harry,
MVS, and Harry.
Yeah, MVS, Harry, Lazard, and Russell Gage. Those are pretty much the 4 wide receivers you want to target this week. Out of those 4, who are you taking number 1?
If I had to pick one, probably one of the Packers. Because I think Devontae Adams sits this week. If you need immediate production, I think get one of those Packer receivers. If I had to lean on one of them, I'll probably be MVS.
Already.
Because he has a skill set that Lazard doesn't have. He's a lot faster.
Yeah, man. We got a couple more dudes real quick. One, if you're in a super flex league, or you can play two QBs, I'll go to that boy Justin Herbert, man. He's a kind of like a deep little sleeper. He had 311 passing yards and a touchdown last week. Yep. It was his first game playing in the NFL, and he didn't know he was going to play. Yeah, he didn't know he was going to play until like 5 minutes after Tyrod Taylor got hurt. So his first game, not knowing he was going to start, he went out there and threw for 300 yards, bro, against the Chiefs. Mahomes. Yeah, against the champs.
Yeah, man.
So he ain't no slouch, bro. So if you're in a 2 QB league and you need another quarterback, well, I think get that good man Justin Herbert, quarterback for the Chargers.
I think he's gonna take over this job by week 8. So
yeah, man, he balling out. You can't just deny that, especially if they start taking L's.
Oh yeah, exactly. Another guy, same team. He's probably been picked up in a lot of leagues, but
he might be picked up in every league by one man.
Yeah, like this guy. But yeah, I picked him up last week. Joshua Kelly, man. He has that Melvin Gordon role. Last week he had 23 attempts for 64 yards. He's getting that ball, man. He's getting the workload. Eckler is not that guy that's going to be, rushing the ball 25 times. That's going to be Joshua Kelly's job. And I think as the season goes on, he's going to get better and better.
Yeah, man. That's something they like to do over there is run that ball. If the young boy take over, they're going to get a ball to him. I mean, they're going to get a ball to Kelly because that's what you just do. You know what I'm saying?
Their head coach was a fullback, so they love running the ball.
Running the ball always, you gotta be dynamic on offense. You gotta be able to sling that rock and run the ball. Especially if you got a rookie quarterback, you want to give them you want to give as much weapons as you can, and a healthy running back is some great asset to the offense.
Oh yeah, and like this dude here is proven that he can do it. So just go on and get him. If he's also a buy low. Go on and try to scoop him up, man. I just think his role is going to continue to evolve throughout the season. He's going to get more. He's probably going to get his touches are going to get more efficient. So I think he's going to be getting like 20 touches, 18 touches around there. Probably get around 80 yards.
Yeah, man.
But there's another guy.
I think he's going to do well over there. Straight up.
One other sleeper, KJ Hamler. This guy is on the Broncos. The fact that Cortland Sutton's gone. This is going to open up things for him. He was a second-round pick this year, and I think he's another guy you should target. He's going to be one of those guys you should look at, because I think he's going to have the opportunity now. Just they got to get him the ball somehow. Because they got Blake Bortles over there now. He may be the starter. If Blake Bortles is a starter this week, the team that they're playing will be the number one streamer.
You talking about their defense?
I'm saying the
yeah. Their offense would be the number one. You saying like pick up anybody on their offense and them, or you saying pick up? I'm
saying that Blake Bortles is starting next week. Pick up that defense as your streamer. Gonna have a good week. Big trust.
Damn, bro.
But yeah, moving along to the last guy. He's probably out here because nobody wants him, but he's been consistent. Myles Gaskin.
What do you think?
Yeah. Who you thought I was gonna say?
No, I ain't.
Oh, Myles Gaskin. He's the running back for the Miami Dolphins. He was undrafted, but he's getting some work done, man. Last week he had about 90 yards total. Man, you can live with that, especially out of a flex spot. If you need RB help, he's somebody that can help you, man, because he's getting looks. He's probably he looks better than all the other running backs on that team as well. Breida doesn't look good. He looks okay, but, he's missing that O-line, in San Fran. Jordan Howard looks kind of done.
Horrible. Somebody had Jordan Howard against me this week. I thank God.
I drafted that guy, and I felt bad. I was like, that was like one of those dirty picks. Like, I don't even want this guy.
One of them dirty picks,
yeah, they didn't even want that guy. I cut him later on, but, man, it was fine. But, yeah.
That boy said dirty pick, bro.
Dalton Schultz. He had a good week last week. He had 9 catches for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. Are you picking him up this week?
If you're hurting for a tight end, I'll take him. They was talking about Blake Jarwin got hurt for the season. I had him on my squad. Boy got 3 receptions, then dunked on me. 3 points and dunked on me. Mm-hmm. But Dalton Schultz, you can see they're involving him a lot. 9 receptions ain't no slouch, especially for a tight end. So he ain't just out there blocking. That boy got 88 yards and a touchdown in the first game out there, man. Like the first time he involved him.
9.8 a catch, man. He was doing his
That's
job.
almost 10 yards a catch for a tight end. Like that's awesome, bro. So like, yeah, Dalton Schultz, if he's out there and you need a tight end, give him a shot, man. Especially
I want to start him until pick him up, but don't start him.
Start him if you ain't got no tight end. If you got a
there's other guys. There's other guys I would start.
Again, if you got somebody who's been doing
that's going to the casino, man. And rolling them dice on Dalton Schultz.
Bro, if you didn't got every other tight end that we been named,
do you
and
realize
Dalton Schultz is out there?
Do you realize the Cowboys were down by like 100?
They all gonna be down by 100.
They were down.
The Cowboys, they can sling the rock, but they trash, man. All them fumbles, the defense, yeah, man. Like they gonna be doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gesicki, him or Gesicki. Mike Gesicki is the next guy that we're going to talk about. He had 8 catches for 130 yards and 1 touchdown.
Tight end from Miami Dolphins.
The guy that a lot of people dropped.
I dropped him.
Mm-hmm. Because he was the tight end 2 on the depth chart. That was a big red flag, but he's lining up in the slot. So
They had some bad news about him. Like he got demoted to tight end too. Then he had a question mark. It was just too much going on for that dude. Before the season even really started. So I ain't gonna lie, I dropped him, but he looking nice. So you never know out there, especially if you come out the slot.
Who would you rather have, him or Schultz?
Man, I hate to say it. I would if we at this point, we super rolling dice. So I might as well roll dice on Gesicki for the simple fact of everybody else over there is banged up or hurt. Like
he has a higher
ceiling.
He's a higher target ceiling.
It's less miles over there to feed.
Exactly.
So man, we just talking. Everybody we just named off the Dolphins, we just said we couldn't them. So he ain't getting cut. So give him some work, boss.
Yeah, let's move along to the last part of the show. Our top QB picks and our top teamer of the week. Who's yours this week?
The dude who came through, man. The good man, Killer Cam.
I'm talking about your top streamer.
I'm a top streamer. Top streaming quarterback. My bad. I had to get that Cam Newton news. Cam Newton, you the truth.
Cam did come out, man.
Yeah, straight up. My top streaming quarterback of the week is the good man, Ryan Tannehill, man. Yeah, man. He's out there in a few leagues, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Tannehill. Last week he had 239 yards.
He's under 50%
touchdowns. Huh?
He's under 50% on too, so you can go and scoop him up.
Yeah, man. He had 4 touchdowns last week, and he had 2 touchdowns the week before. He threw almost 250 yards in each game. And this week, I forgot who he is playing, but I think he's playing a crappy team, bro. So he did that against Denver. Denver's supposed to have a pretty good defense. He did that against Jacksonville, but everybody can run on Jacksonville because they're trying to tank. But, yeah, man. I would go stream Tannehill, especially if you're in a 2 QB league. Like, go out there and get Tannehill, man. What about you, G?
Excuse me. My top streamer this week is Gardner Minshew. Last week he had 339 yards and 3 touchdowns, man. He is absolutely balling. He has a wonderful upcoming schedule as well. He can play him the next 4 weeks. He is my number 1 pickup at quarterback this week. If you have someone like Carson Wentz or you have Tom Brady, you have somebody along those lines, even Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, those guys have been disappointing. Gardner hasn't. I think he's going to continue to show the world that he's that guy.
Show the world.
He
out there doing his thing, man. They didn't believe him last year.
He's a 6th-round pick. Team thinks that he's just going to go out there and suck, and they're going to get the number 1 pick, and they're going to get his replacement.
Not on my watch.
I don't think Gardner going to let that
happen. Not on my watch. You think I'm about to look like trash for y'all? Yeah, he was good last year.
He was good last year as well.
If you picked up Gardner Minshew and you had like a top tier, like if you picked up like a top 5 quarterback or something, they got hurt or something, and yeah, man, Gardner Minshew saves your year, bro. Like straight up, bro.
Yeah, man. He has the possibility of doing that, man. But yeah, moving along to our top defensive play this week, mine is the Bucs. The Bucs are going to absolutely ball. They're playing Denver this week. They had the backup quarterback. It'll be even better if Blake Bortles starts. I don't think he will, but they're going to have Driscoll, and they don't have Cortland Sutton. I think the Bucs are going to eat. I think they're going to have a very nice day out there.
That defense came through last week, man. I think they can do that damn thing again.
Mm-hmm.
My top pick of the week, my top streamer defense of the week is the Colts. They're playing the Jets, man. They playing the Jets,
laying
man.
It down, man.
The Jets is not trying to win no games, bro. If they is trying, they ain't trying hard, bro.
No, they're not.
Anytime somebody playing the Jets, I would usually play their defense for the rest of the year. Straight up, bro. If they're available.
Who's going to stop him? Who do they got? They don't got nobody.
Who want to come out banging?
Frank Gore? Frank Gore is going to come out.
He's about to get that 150.
He's going to get 20. Gonna get 25 touches for 60 yards.
You tell me old young Mono about to come out there and sling that rock on them boys? Hell no. Go get that Colts defense, bro.
But yeah. Go on and scoop up Devontae Freeman. I was telling y'all last week, scoop him up. Now he's very, very valuable, man. He's gonna be the number 1 pickup this week.
Yeah, man.
Go on and get just a quick recap. Get Mike Davis this week. You need him. Freeman. Darrell Henderson as well. Those are the 3 top running back pickups for this week, and also McKinnon.
Get them Packers wide receivers if you need a wide receiver for a week.
If James Robinson is out there on your waiver wire, pick him up. He's 75% owned. He needs to be 100% owned.
Straight up, he's a running back for Jaguars. He's been doing his damn thing for the past couple of weeks. Get that man for the free. Scared?
For the free. I got him for the low. and he's starting next week because McCaffrey out. So, man, like he may be a saving grace for your football team. There's always this one guy that pops up out of nowhere, shows up and does their thing. James Robinson is that guy this year, I believe.
Yeah, man.
And MVS, Lazard, Gage. You need get those three guys on your team as well, and Gardner Minshew, man, and Ryan Tannehill. Those are the two top streamers we got this week for QB.
Yes, sir. You got anything else you want to add, G?
Nah, that's it, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Please like and subscribe to the podcast. It helps us out. We're trying to get better and better with this, man.
All right. Appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed one. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like my brother said, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Waiver Warriors with a Z.
Don't forget that Z.
And we'll check y'all out next week.
Y'all have a blessed one, man. Take care.